Welcome to Phoenix Technology Solutions Limited Introduction to Project Management. The aim of this 5-part course is to help newcomers to project management to understand what they are trying to achieve and how to get there. Firstly, I would like to define project management. In short, it is the process of delivering products or goals while monitoring quality, cost and timescales. The main aim of a successful project manager is to work with others to complete the project goals on or before the target time, exceeding all qualitative measures and at a cost that is within budget. So, the first question is simple. How do we achieve this? Unfortunately, the answer is not so simple, but can be broken down into 5 parts. Number 1. Use communication and people skills and develop a cohesive team who want to achieve the project goals together. Number 2. Use project tracking tools to effectively and efficiently report progress until the completion of the project. Number 3. Use your common sense and develop guidelines for your own conduct that promote success. Number 4. Research all the details and make sure you understand what needs to be achieved and how. Number 5. Know the law and what the implications of any of your actions may actually have. Let's analyse these components in more detail, starting with number 1, communication and people skills. This is a tricky area that a lot of project managers get wrong, much to the detriment of themselves and their projects. There are some simple rules that you can follow to encourage successful communication and people skills. These include empathy, repeating things back, getting it in writing, promoting a no-blame culture, positive strokes, trust, and being organised. I will explain these in more detail, starting with empathy. There is no substitute to caring about your staff. Always try to put yourself in their shoes when examining risks and issues. Think about how you might act if you ended up in the same position. Consider how you'd like your boss to behave towards you. Repeating things back can be essential. When a team member or one of your seniors asks you to do something or need to know something, make sure that you know exactly what they mean. By rephrasing their question or request, you eliminate all ambiguity and let them know that you are really listening. Getting it in writing. When you have a meeting, ensure you take minutes, then circulate them asking for confirmation from all people who attended the meeting. This can also help if you have had an absent team member, so that they understand what has been decided in their absence. It is also helpful to email colleagues after informal discussions, such as when you bump into them in a corridor, so that they can really have a chance to consider what has been said and make sure they know what they've agreed to. Also, when you have an agreement in writing or in an email, it helps to be able to confront stakeholders who at a later date may turn around and dispute making the agreement at all. Promoting a no-blame culture. The only time to berate a member of your team is in private and if they have led you to believe something that isn't true or have been particularly lazy. If a team member is working hard but will miss a deadline, then getting angry may lose you the only chance of success that you have. When a team member is falling behind, you need them to explain why, not make panicky excuses. Be firm and maintain authority by all means, but make sure they understand that the team will back them up if they need help. You need your team to want to come to you, or you will be out of touch with the project. Positive strokes. This is a methodology to promote a sense of community and encouragement. On a daily basis, try to talk to every member of your team. Make sure that you always say good morning to your team members and congratulate them on their successes. By encouraging them to be part of your daily life, you make sure that they feel valued and that they want to contribute to your projects. Trust. This does not mean to blindly trust your team, but to manage their expectations as well as to understand what you can expect from them. Contracts and service level agreements can help to engender trust, as they provide prohibitive steps that can be taken should the trust be broken. The closer you work with your team and the more you help them to understand yours and their obligations, the more trust is formed. One simple measure that helps to build trust is to always start meetings on time. If you are late or do not fulfill any of your obligations as a project manager, then you are breaking this trust. Unfortunately, if you do break somebody's trust, then all you can do is apologise, though this really does depend on the legal impact. Being organised. Make sure you file all information in a consistent way. Ideally, if you set up a shared file space that all staff can access, then all staff will be able to see your latest documents. It is imperative that project managers who work together standardise their documentation so that they can take over from each other in any unforeseen circumstance. Additionally, it decreases your workload as you'll find that your staff will help you to keep documents up to date. You also will not have to hunt around or rewrite documents that you're having difficulty finding. End of part 1.